Trial process part 3. After jury instructions are decided, now is the time for the lawyers to wrap up the case and do what is called closing argument, or in New York, they called it summation. First will happen, the prosecutor will get up and they'll present they'll close their case. They'll be able to make argument about what the evidence meant and how the juries should interpret that evidence and what the jury instructions are and why it is that the prosecutor believes that the defendant is guilty. And then the defense gets a shot. He doesn't have to get up, but he better get his ass up. And he makes his argument and pitch to the jury as to why the defendant is not guilty or preferably innocent. And they'll talk about the standard of proof. They'll talk about reasonable doubt. They'll talk about the evidence and why the state didn't prove it and why the defendant is innocent, but he doesn't even have to prove his innocence. We're not asking for that because that's not what the jury is here to determine. All the jury is supposed to determine is if the government proved their case against the defendant, a member of our community, beyond a reasonable doubt. It's such a high standard because we have to protect the innocent. After the closing arguments, after the defendant's attorney goes, then the state can come back up or the government can come back up again for what is called rebuttal argument. And it's usually there will be in teams, so it'll be some other prosecutor, usually more experienced, will come up and do rebuttal argument and pitch to why they're claiming that the defendant should be convicted. After closing arguments, the judge will instruct the jury about deliberations. The jury will go into the deliberation room and they will talk amongst each other. They will pick a foreperson. They will talk amongst each other and they will come to a decision. Sometimes that can happen very quickly. Sometimes it won't happen for 4 days to a week. And if it happens too long and they can't come to a decision, then the judge will say it's a hung jury and the case will have to be retried. Hopefully, when that jury's done, the right decision is made and the defendant is cleared and found not guilty.